Man, y'all, I ain't no Too Short had a son. Nigga look just like him. Hold on, nigga, that's Too Short, nigga. Before he got his mouth fixed. Boy, look like I will work for food. That nigga look like I will work for anything. That nigga like I will work to get my teeth fit. That nigga look like, is you my daddy? Boy, that nigga look like everybody that nigga mama and dated. She told him that was his uncle. That nigga look like he asking his mama, is Uncle Rodney coming over today? Boy, that nigga look like he need a new pork shop. Boy, that nigga like he got a quarter and need 3 more quarters so he can go to the cigarette lady and get him two for $1 Newport. Boy, that nigga look like he just got out of TDC. Boy, that nigga look like he just got out of jail in Arlington. My nigga and walk across the street to Jack in the Box. Nigga ask somebody can he use their phone to call a ride. Boy, I see why that nigga was rapping now. Boy, God is good. Boy, that nigga, I see why that nigga was so angry in this song now. Boy, that nigga look like you can go through that gap in that nigga mouth and take a left, my nigga, on Lancaster. And it gonna be a nigga that'll sell that nigga 40. Boy, that nigga look like he like a lot of coke. Boy, that nigga look like he got a crack pipe in his back pocket. Boy, if you don't sit your Too Short, nah, nah, I'm gonna call that nigga Short T. Yeah, that's why he called himself Too Short. Cause what that nigga got in my face, that nigga would have been Short T. That I don't know, that nigga look like he may be going to TDC. Boy, that don't look like a mug shot. Boy, that nigga look like the pictures you take, nigga, and you bring to your mama with the proof. To see my nigga, she gonna get some pictures or not. Boy, you can look in that nigga eyes and tell the rap changed their life. Boy, if you don't sit yo, you get a check on the first, 2 checks. That nigga look like he get 3 checks on the third and 4 checks on the 15th. That nigga look like he don't need no braces. That nigga just needs you to put a whole fence on his mouth. Boy, that nigga look like special. Boy, that nigga look like he waiting for the short bus. Boy, I don't know that nigga waiting for the short bus, but that nigga waiting on that long check. Boy, if you don't sit your, I flunked the second, third, fourth, and fifth grade. Boy, looking like he was in, not special ed, but boy looked like he was in Miss Sia class and Miss Wembley. That nigga look like rap changed my life. That nigga look like music saved my soul. Boy, look at that nigga head. Boy, that nigga head look like I'm headed to the cafeteria. Boy, that nigga look like he need a GoFund. Boy, that nigga look like would somebody pay my lunch at school. Boy, that nigga look like he ain't seen his daddy. Nigga, since Boys in the Hood. Boy, that nigga look like Jody, my nigga, when he was trying to steal a vehicle. Boy, if you don't sit yo, I'm a grown man, looking like a little boy, with a gap in that nigga mouth. Boy, like you can drive through that nigga mouth. Boy, and you don't sit yo, won't he do it? Boy, that nigga looking like, take me to the king. I don't have a tooth to bring. My mouth is torn in spaces, and I shouldn't be opening. Boy, you better close your mouth. This nigga here, boy. This nigga here looking like he is on meth, wet, and crack. Boy, this nigga looking like he on Lancaster and Harry Hines at the same time. I don't know how you doing that.